Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Melinda J and this is the Honey Soul Child Bottega spiritual channel where I do tarot readings, talk about metaphysical topics, life topics, and more. All right. So today, this is going to be a whole nother month again. So it is time for another ancestral reading. What the ancestors want us to know about. Okay. When it comes to any current issues, some resolutions, what the problems, and how can we move forward. All right. So let's get right on into it. Not even going to hold you. All right. So the first card, we have the issue. We have the issue and current energy, basically what is going on. The card that came out is mineral. All right. So you just see mountains. They almost look like the Grand Canyon. I've never been to the Grand Canyon, but I've seen, of course, we've seen a lot of images to where we have a basic idea what it looked like. And at the top right-hand corner, it says solidness. So it automatically, when it says solidness, I'm thinking about stability, okay? Stabilities. So, for the meaning behind this card here, if I can get to it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh, Lord. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So, with this mineral card here, what is asking the collective here on what the ancestors want us to know about when it comes to the issue is it's time to survey what is solid in your life and what isn't and make adjustment as necessary. I talk about this on my lunar message, so please sure to check that out. Are your personal boundaries solid or porous? Do you need to make a stand with others who tend to intrude on your personal space? Or are your boundaries so rigid that you don't let anyone in? Do a further check-in with your relationships. Are they solid and dependable, trustworthy? How about yourself and your relationships? Do you stand by your friends? Are you sometimes too solid, impermeable, unable, or willing to speak your truth or express your authentic feelings? It is also important to solidify your relationship with spirit, to release your doubt and restore your faith. Make a list of areas where you need to remain firm and strong, and those where you could be softer and more pliable. So in other words, what this card is talking about is basically see if you'll reflect on your priorities. That is definitely one of the messages that was being talked about in the lunar message for this month. With solidness is talking about your foundation, seeing where do you stand with your relationships, whether they're platonic or romantic. Also within your family life as well. See what problems are still causing you all to not speak or not be on good terms, and figure out what resolution that y'all can do to move forward. Because right now, everybody is just playing safe with each other instead of just being truthful and be able to express your feelings and emotions to the point where y'all can come to agree to disagree and be able to move forward in a cordial manner. So that's basically what this card is talking about, is reevaluate your foundation. Is it strong? Is it weak? Is it in between? How can you make those adjustments to make it be strong again? What needs to be done if your foundation is too strong and you're on that rigid end, how can you make those adjustments to where it's still stable, but you're able to maintain the relationships that you're in? Okay, don't be too stubborn to where you're not able to be cordial or be able to keep hold of that relationship. Okay, so definitely that. And of course, establish those healthy boundaries. All right. To the point where you can still remain the individual that you are, as well as the other person. All right. Dang, do I really need to clarify this? I feel like I don't need to clarify anything, but if I do, no, I don't. Okay. Anyway, now, with the second card, with the subconscious, influences of which you are unaware of. Okay, subconscious is, you may be thinking it, and sometimes it'll automatically just flow out of your mouth because that's what really you were thinking in your subconscious. And then there are others that are thinking things in their subconscious and they don't express it enough to where it causes a blockage in the throat chakra. Okay, so these are just aspects where you could be doing it without even realizing it, so to speak. So this is what this second card is talking about. Caregiver support. Okay, so in the subconscious region, the influences of which you are unaware of is support. Now, for a better explanation of this here, let's see what it's talking about. Let's see what the ancestors are talking about, because intuitively, as I'm looking at this image and as I'm channeling this card in this image, there are a lot more elders out here that don't have that support. Either they don't have that support or they feel like they don't have that support from their family members, ranging from their children to their grandchildren. Okay, mainly so with their children, because they feel like, of course, whenever you're a baby, right, and the parents are taking care of you, well, whenever you come to your elderly side, the sage end, the seasoned end, now is on the flip side. You have the parents that need taken care of, and the children providing that support for the parents. Well, as of right now, the society that we're in, we're still in, majority of the collective is in that individual society where so there is individualistic as well as entitlement. Like, you feel like you're entitled to live your life, rightfully so. However, you have to look at it from a future aspect of which, meaning it goes back to this card here, to figure out where do you have your stuff in order to where you are able to get that support when you need that support. Because if not, that's where things need to be resolved at. Okay, is your foundation solid enough to where whenever you need support, just as much as you giving support to others, and this is just me channeling in as I'm seeing these cards right now, is your support there for you when you need it within your relationships? Okay, whether it's platonic, business, or family wise, is it there? Are you going to have the same support whenever you need help, just as much as you help that person when they needed support? Basically, that is what the ancestors are telling us right now. This is the message that the ancestors that they want us to know about, because we are in that society where there is individualistic and entitlement and not enough support, and not enough support for one another. Okay, so yeah, now as I go into the Excuse me with the coughing as well, because I feel like somebody don't want me to talk, but I'm gonna talk anyway. Now, the meaning behind this card, this caregiving card, it is asking us that you're compassionate and a caring person, so honor this calling to offer care and support to other beings. Do so from a place of non-attachment with an with an intention of giving without receiving anything in return. Let it go. As a challenge this may be, the practice of doing so will free you from the habit of seeking something in return, such that when the response is less than anticipated, you will avoid feeling resentful as well. It's time to take risk in asking for support from others, which you can be challenging. It's a trap that you can easily fall into, one of avoiding asking or receiving anything for yourself. No need to martyr yourself, otherwise you could eventually end up feeling like a victim. In other words, don't be afraid to ask for help. Okay? Don't be afraid to ask for help. And if the person that you're asking for help, make sure that person doesn't linger that in your face whenever it's on the flip side, okay? Make sure that relationship is to the point where it's not flipped whenever they're asking for help, and you may be in a circumstance where you're not able to help at the moment, and then they're dangling in your face like, well, I help you do this and do that, and I feel like I'm entitled for you to help me in the same capacity that I help you. That reverts back to this issue card, solidness. Was your relationship even good in the first place? Was it solid in the first place, where y'all were on the same page to be like, okay, I'm support you, you support me. We're not looking for any, we're not looking for a tag team type of thing. Is basically having that enough compassion within yourself as well as the person to be like, to the point where you're not afraid to ask that person for help, because you're not being in that predicament where you feel like they're gonna hold something over you. Okay, so that's basically what it's talking about right now. All right, now on to the third card, which is the external influences of which you are aware of. Gardener. Cultivating. Cultivation. Gardener. I'm getting intuitively right off the bat. It's time to be able to plant the seeds, whether it's a visionary seed that will come into fruition or actual seeds that will help provide nourishment to your body. Okay, so what this card is asking us in the gardener aspect, in addition to nurturing the growth of plants and trees, what else are you cultivating in your life? Are you sowing seeds of love and care, nurturing these with your blessings and intention? Are you paying attention to how you will affect others? Do you support their growth emotionally, mentally, and spiritually? What about yourself? Are you tending to your own personal garden, allowing it to flourish in any ways that support your spiritual growth and awareness? It's time to examine ways you ignore your inhibit your spiritual growth and take measures that will cultivate your soul's path. Grow a plant from a seed and observe how you feel when you pay constant attention to this living being's needs. Sing to her, water her, send your prayers, and watch what happens. Okay? Plant the seeds that you want to cultivate, that you wanted to bring into fruition, and reward yourself along the way. Those small milestones Okay? A milestone is you putting the seed into the ground. A milestone is saying a prayer over that. Another milestone is seeing the seed grow. Another milestone is seeing it sprout. Another milestone, you may end up overwatering it, and it's telling you to stop overwatering it. Or it needs some water, it needs some tender love and care. Hence, it goes back to the caregiver, supporter. Okay? All right? It's time to cultivate. It's time to plant those seeds, sow those seeds, whether it's a human being, whether it's a project, whether it's an idea, or a material aspect like a house, a car, something, a job. It's time to plant or food, plants, trees. It's time to do it. Now is the time more than ever to do it. Okay? Now, on to the next card. We have the fourth card. What is required for resolution? Let me get a sip of drink. What is required for resolution? Writer, words. You see this individual here, he's contemplating, he's brainstorming. It goes right back to this card. Cultivating, gardening, be that gardener, cultivating, planting those seeds. Brainstorming. It's time to brainstorm. Put those thoughts, those ideas into words, writing it out so they can be cultivated, okay? All right, so with this writer card, with this writer card, it talks about, hold up. Keep it simple. Don't fall in love with your words. You have a tendency to complicate your verbal and written expressions with too many words, with the net effect of clouding. What are you trying to communicate? Sort through them to find the most precise phrase for what you're trying to convey. Be patient and trust that by paying attention and relaxing, what you want to write will come naturally. Take risks too, such as expressing yourself through poetry, short stories, anecdotes. Experiment with different styles. You'll no doubt find some interesting creative expressions. Try spending the first few minutes each day writing in your journal, preferably by hand. Don't edit or censor yourself as you go. Notice how taking just a short time of yourself to reflect, imagine, and discover your intentions affects you over the days and weeks ahead. Okay? So take at least 5 to 10 minutes of your day and just write. Just write whatever comes into mind. Don't edit. It's called freestyle, freehanding. Free writing. Just write everything out. Whatever comes into mind, okay? Because what that does, is very therapeutic. It puts your thoughts into action just by writing it down. And then you can see what you've written down, and you can visualize what you want, and you can visualize what you don't want, okay? And it just released whatever you had in mind already out. Write it out. Do not type it out. Write it out. It's just something about writing it out with pen and paper that makes it more intimate, okay? Get that intimacy within you. It's something about writing it down, because I write stuff down more than I type it. Okay, it's just something about writing it down as a form of action, that in form of intimacy, to where you can start to visualize what you've written down, okay? It's very therapeutic. Please try it, okay? All right, lastly is the resolution. What is the possible resolution? Singer, voice. As you put in the words, then writing them down, of course, you can put it into action just by singing. Okay, you may be somebody out there that is a musician, okay? You may be somebody out there that is a poetry writer, as stated in the writer card. You may be a storyteller. You may be a poet. Okay, you may be a director, a screenwriter, a songwriter, so forth and so on. You don't even have to have the best voice in the world. Just sing out what you've probably written out, okay? And see how does it make you feel at the end? Because it's definitely activating your throat chakra whenever you start singing what you've written, okay? Because your words are impeccable, all right? Like the 4 agreements, if you get my drift. Now, singer. It says, sing as if no one is listening. As an adage that is appropriate whether you sing by yourself, with a group, or to an audience. The self-consciousness you may feel when you sing or attempt to sing, fostered by shame, that most likely was embedded early in childhood, physically restricts your vocal cords, constricts your breathing, tightens your muscle, and inhibits the range of your voice. The result is when you attempt to sing, your inner critic jumps in to chastise you. This reinforces the already existing shame you feel as such self-expression. These barriers that were constructed in childhood and maintained through adulthood can be dissolved. However, it will take your willingness to do what is necessary to lose what well-rehearsed self-consciousness. Start by singing in the shower, which I do. I do that all the time. Sing when no one's around. I do that as well. And then take a few lessons. I haven't done that yet. Even though I always been in like music classes. I didn't know about the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti until probably like the 2nd grade, I want to say. Because I remember it was Miss Pickle's class. It was one of my favorite classes in my elementary years, okay? Yes, that was a flashback. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, not sorry. With or without a musical instrument, make songs up just as an uninhibited child would do, which I do that all the time. Over time, you will find that by singing regularly increases your confidence when speaking as well, and your breathing will improve when you're not singing. Most of all, have fun with this and remember to call on this ancestor to support your efforts. So, yeah. Go ahead and sing. Sing like you have never sung before, okay? Because like I said, it activates that throat chakra. And when that is activated, it will definitely activate that solar plexus to where, you know, you having that willpower, that determination, that confidence, that self-esteem, all into one, all right? Now, to close this out, okay, because I thought I was going to use this these cards to clarify. I didn't need to clarify anything, because either just by the card itself or the meaning behind the card, I was able to channel in what needs to be said when it comes to relaying some messages out here for people to indulge and take heed to. Now, final messages. Water guardian, connect with your emotions. Okay. I'm gonna pull 3. 1 already came out. This is how I pull when it comes to this. Okay. Water garden, connect with your emotions. Bottom of the deck. High priest, intend and create. That was in the last reading. Guardian angel, you're not alone. You are not alone. Okay, I'm all right. Okay. At the bottom, release the old and rest. Now, with this water guardian, that's dealing with emotions. Water is dealing with emotions. And the message behind that is Okay, water guardian. The message is take time to understand how you feel. Know that your sensitivity is not a curse, but a gift that allows you to receive and understand the message directly from your soul. The extended message behind this card is your angels want you to know that it's okay to feel the emotions that are surfacing in you at this time. It doesn't matter if they're joyous or sad. They are all powerful messengers that allow you to understand what you want and need. Take time to breathe and acknowledge them. Let them flow through you rather than crashing down on you as an overwhelming wave. Note that there are intuitive psychic messages arise in you at this time. Unless you acknowledge everything as it comes up, you may miss important guidance that can lead you to support and love. Hello, support. Okay, next. High Priest. Intend and create. This is giving me like magician vibes, like you have the power to create your own future. Okay, message is recognize that you have the power to change your life. Face your fear and align with the light. Extended message is you are a bridge between heaven and earth, and it's important for you to know that you're more powerful and connected than you may think. Everything you're giving attention and energy at this time is creating your way forward. There have been some setbacks, but accept these as experiences that have led you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your spirit. Know that you're being guided by the ancestors to direct your thoughts and energies towards what you want to grow, heal, expand, and then watch it happen right before your eyes. So, yeah, that definitely goes hand in hand with this Gardener card here. All right. And a little bit with this mineral card. And then lastly, the guardian angel with the feather. Okay. What this message is asking is watch for signs and reminders from your angels and loved ones that they are close by. Remember, they are working hard to guide you. Extended message is everyone has a guardian angel who has been with them in all their past lifetimes and will be there in all lifetimes to come. So know that you're never alone and never will be alone. This card is a huge reminder that there is always help and support available to you. Your guardian angel is with you now and is here to aid you in all your endeavors. My ears are starting to ring as I am reading this. In order to fully receive their support, first ask for it, then surrender to the process. Know that whatever unfolds will be for your highest good. Oh, how beautiful. How beautiful. And I'm just going to, this is 1. This is 2. Excuse me. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. Okay, I'm going to end it just like this, y'all. All right, this was beautiful. So, to conclude, Water Guardian, connect with your emotions, intend and create, channel in that high priest, that magician energy, as well as look up Merkaba activation. Try to get your Merkaba activated so you can get that, so you can have a light body, because that's what Merkaba means. Lighten your load so you can be able to create. Okay. And then lastly, guardian angel, you are not alone. All right. Feel free to listen to Michael Jackson's "You're Not Alone" song, or just any song that relates to not being alone, let's see, the Kirk Franklin song, "I Am Here." I am here. You don't have to worry about a thing. Okay, that song too. Okay, that song came out. Between that song, Michael Jackson, "You're Not Alone," and the other song with Kirk Franklin and a lot of and other various singers, I think Mary J. Blige is on that one too. "I Am Here." Listen to that one as well as a form of encouragement. But yeah, that concludes this reading. I hope you all enjoyed this message. If it resonates with you, comment down below on how this message resonates. If it doesn't, that's fine as well. There'll be more to come. All right. Yeah, hold on. All right, there'll be more to come. All right, feel free to like the video if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. I appreciate the ones who have already subscribed to the channel. Whoop, whoop. All right. And hit that notification so you'll know the next time I upload a video. Please share the video so this message could, if this message is resonating with someone that you know, feel free to share this video so they will see the imagery and the explanation behind the imagery, so they can take heed of the message as well. And with that being said, always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself so you can heal thyself. Please continue to follow me on all my social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram, as well as Rumble. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.